They bury the Colts' hopes of playoff contention. They keep climbing in the NFC West and the NFC. They're 11-4, and the number one seed is very much in play. This is 49ers Postgame Live, brought to you by Toyota. Matt Mayoko, Rod Brooks, Carlos Ramirez. Brock Purdy was sensational. So now the NFC is set. The number one seeded Seahawks will host the number 6 seeded 49ers next week. And now the Rams travel to Chicago to face the Bears. We go out to Philadelphia to the link, and we link up with the 49ers reporter, Jennifer Lee Chan. Jennifer, this is pretty simple. First question, how unlikely is what we just saw for the 49ers? Back here with Ron and George, a couple of key words there, loose and fun. Sometimes we forget this is a sport that has such a big psychological component to it, George. Maybe just knowing, okay, we're out of it. Let's just play loose. Good things happen.
Well, that's exactly what it is. There's no pressure to try and get to the postseason.
What's the middle ground? Because on one side, Matt, you're saying the defense did their job holding them to 13. On the other, which both can be true, you're saying they didn't make the big plays when they needed to make them. So what's the middle ground for the defense? In the game of the year so far, in a shootout, the San Francisco 49ers beat the Chicago Bears 42-38 in an instant Sunday night classic at Levi Stadium. The Bears are out of the number one seed race. The 49ers very much in this. Now they only have to beat Seattle next week at home, and they will have home field advantage, a bye week, and the NFC's number one seed. We just saw a game for the ages, man. After an emotionally draining day, the Green and Gold hit the road for the last time in 2024 for an AL West showdown in the Pacific Northwest. JP Sears will make his last start of the season, and he'll battle Bay Area native Brian Wu. It's the first of 3 games in this series between the A's and the Mariners. Welcome to A's Pregame Live. I have the privilege of hosting this show, my final show of 2024, with my childhood hero, Dave "Smoke" Stewart. We saw the jump man again, which I love, by the way.
Oh, now you like it?
I've always loved it.
You didn't in pregame?
Tonight was more almost like a kind of a lunge. It was a full
hook shot, Purdy, not a jump man, Purdy. All right. He was sensational. I want to bring this back to what we saw from that same Colts defense a week ago, limiting Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba and Charbonnet and all those dudes up in Seattle to 6 field goals. Speaking of running backs, Christian McCaffrey, perhaps the most efficient game of the season for him on the ground. Take a look at this. Most receptions by 49er running backs in a season. He's now tied with Roger Craig back in 1985, 40 years ago. He will overtake him next game for sure against the Bears. So this is the true embodiment, Matt, of a dual threat weapon. Today, though, he did the damage on the ground more so than over the air. Likely, we don't know. It's not certain. We are expecting to hear today from Kyle Shanahan the likes of Tatum Bethune, Eric Kendricks, Samuel Kuwanu, Yetur Gross-Matos. And it's going to be a big one because with Jonathan Taylor being what he is, even though his numbers have dipped over the past couple of weeks, but with no run threat from the quarterback, this could be a get-right game for the defense once again. All right, we got overreaction time here in 49ers Postgame Live, brought to you by Toyota. The social media sphere is dying with this game. Brock Purdy again, 5 touchdowns, this time 3 through the air, 2 with the legs. It was like Rocky and Apollo out there. It was like Brady and Manning. Let's check out the winning drive for the San Francisco 49ers on this immortal game. We go to the 4th. 4:30 left. Purdy scrambles, looks downfield, finds Jake Tunges, who had a George Kittle-like game. Every time he showed up, he was big for the 49ers. Here we got Christian McCaffrey on the screen game. Right side, there he goes with people ahead of him in a convoy.